Hello and welcome to another episode of RockPunch Plays. Today we are playing another tabletop card party game. This one is called Silicon Valley Startups. Fortune favors the bold. Let me give you the log line pitch. Silicon Valley Startups is the hilarious game of pitching crazy companies. Entrepreneurs must think on their feet and convince an investor to fund their startup company. The player with the most successful pitches wins. So the way this is played is kind of like reverse Shark Tank. One person will be the investor, and the other three people will be pitching a company that they're trying to get funds for. And the investor picks of the three the one they like the best.
Interesting.
So the way that it works is...
It looks like this is like one of those card combination games,
Yes.
like Super Fight or Cards Against Humanity or
Yes,
something like that.
very much so. So the way that it works is when you're pitching, you'll take two green cards, which are their company name cards, and you'll... if they've got directions on them, like ask for a something, you have to ask the rest of the group for that something, and then you have to use what they give you. And then combine it with another word. Or it may just be like, these are a lot of ask fors. Well, they're mostly ask fors. But anyway, so you draw two, you pick the one you want to keep, and you discard the other one. And then same thing with the blue cards. Draw two, pick the one you want to keep, and discard the other one. The green cards are your company name, blue cards are your target users, and the pink cards are your industry. And again, you draw two, pick the one you want to keep, discard the other one, and then these three cards make up your pitch. So I'm supposed to ask for a color.
Purple.
Okay, my company's name is Purple Pop. And our target user is vigilantes in the industry of pet psychiatry. So now I have to pitch this company to whoever the investor is. Be like,
I feel like this would work.
so it's a lot of improv. So you make stuff up about your company. So yeah, so draw two cards, keep one for each of those three, and then the investor will have this set of hot trend cards.
Ooh.
And for each player, they'll draw two, pick the one they want to keep, and just throw a curveball at you and say, how are you going to incorporate platform architectures into your company?
I don't even know what that means.
Make it up.
Here are some pitching tips.
So I like building platforms that are ramped.
Yes.
They start low and then they get high.
Which makes it easy for the pets to climb up on them and doesn't like psych them out.
Exactly.
Right. And if there's any animals with wheels, well, there you go.
You know, those famously wheeled animals.
Yes. That one dog in Pets.
All right. So some pitching tips. Number one, start with a big attention-grabbing opener, such as this tech will change the world, or how do you feel about world peace? Number two, you may not know what every card means, and it's okay. Make it up. Number three, use data and numbers. They don't need to be accurate or make sense. They just make you sound smart. And number four, drop names. Of course you met with Jack, and he loved the idea. So after each pitch has been passionately presented...
Say that 5 times fast.
Oh man, I'm not up close on a mic or be
Barbie
popping
the
my
toy poodle
peas.
loved my ramp idea.
The investor decides which entrepreneur they want to invest in, and that entrepreneur keeps the hot trend card with the $sign on it as a sign of a point that they've won. After everyone's been the investor twice, the player with the most hot trend cards wins. If there's a tie, we do a tiebreaker round. All right, I'll be the investor first. So I will have these cards. So we will start with Ashley. So draw 2 from each pile, and then pitch.
These cards are so colorful.
Oh, so we don't get time to think about it. Like we don't like get to pick
No,
our cards.
no, you just go.
I need a subject in school.
History.
History was first.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of something more funny. Physical education.
Home ec.
Good job, Molly, but I'm trying to think of something better.
Not what I meant. Not what I meant.
All right. So then, do I like lay out my
Yeah,
cards?
lay 'em out.
Okay. So, the name of this company is History Storm.
I like it.
So, roll with me on this.
Of course.
So, for History Storm, I think it would be a really great visual and selling point to help people post-education keep up with their history.
Okay.
You know, because I feel like that's a very important thing to keep on top of these days. Because you don't want history to repeat itself. But I say we bring in cosplayers to embody certain historical figures and all of that. Because
Okay.
you know, people like to learn visually a lot of the time. And, you know, just reading from a textbook sometimes doesn't get you very far.
Okay.
So we have cosplayers. Maybe they're acting it out and all of that. And then we branch into the mixology area by creating a signature drink based on a person or a date or a historical event. And you have a lot going on, which is why it's a history storm.
Okay.
I just want to.
That-
I have so many ideas. I just
that
wanna
is
jump
amazing.
right there, Ashley. I just want to go.
So what do you think?
I think it's good. I do have a question.
All right.
How are you going to leverage the hot trend that is merged reality?
Merged reality. Are we talking like
Yes.
we're merging virtual reality or with real reality?
Yeah.
All right. So the cosplayers make you your signature drink, but then they take you on a VR experience to where you can experience history live.
Okay. All right. I like the pitch.
Thanks.
Molly, you're up.
You needed a drink called the Lightning Storm. It's about when Ben Franklin gets hit by lightning. And it goes perfectly.
Ashley's pitch is over.
History Storm!
You're sabotaging the rest of us.
I just saw. I was like,
The rest of us deserve a chance.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Don't help the enemy. Try to sabotage you. You're my opponent.
I will win. I will out-talk you.
I need a type of insect.
Butterfly.
Grasshopper.
A what?
A grasshopper.
Oh. Or a butterfly. Okay. Alright. Have you ever seen a grasshopper on the moon?
I can't say that I have.
Bugbears on the moon.
Wouldn't you love to see that?
Sure, yeah.
I would too. So my company name is called Grasshopper Moon.
Okay.
Because it's all about merging the unexpected.
That certainly is unexpected.
That's what I like to do. I like to take something unexpected and put it with something you know about. Because that makes it approachable, but interesting.
Okay.
Right? My target user. Now, I know what you're thinking already.
Okay.
I don't know where she's going with this.
Wow, right on the money.
All right.
Okay. My target user. Nothing to do with insects or ornaments. But they're gonna have to do with insects or ornaments. They're gonna learn about it. Creepy doll collectors. Okay.
Okay.
So here's what I'm thinking. Creepy doll collectors need to come out of their shells, right? They need to come out into reality. They need to see how their dolls are creepy. Because the thing about creepy doll collectors is they don't think their dolls are creepy. right?
Right, yeah, sure.
They
Yeah.
think their dolls are lovely, right?
And they're wrong.
Exactly.
Yes.
So like, I say the way we do this is webcomics. Now,
Okay.
so I spoke with industry expert, 12-year-old Mitch, who creates his own webcomics.
Yeah,
He's
right.
truly a genius. Also helping come up with the name Grasshopper Moon. So Mitch is really an expert in the field.
He's very involved in the project.
Yeah, and his
Okay.
mom collects creepy dolls.
Oh God.
Okay.
So, according to Mitch's analysis, 100% of creepy doll collectors find their webcomics stunning. And 100% of creepy doll collectors also think that webcomics are a future for, especially for Mitch, but just the future in general. They see true talent and artistry in that industry.
Okay.
And a way to express yourself.
Okay.
So I think Insect Moon is reaching out to creepy doll collectors because they're looking for the unexpected, right? They already got the doll thing going on, right? They see something familiar yet unexpected and approachable. They come in, they see it's webcomics, they're like, what do I do with webcomics? It kind of bridges that gap, right? Like they can express themselves and about their creepy dolls, and it's approachable for other people to come in and see about creepy dolls. It's a full circle moment. An expert Mitch approves.
All right.
I have questions.
Well, what I'd like to know is, because one of the things that I've noticed as a trend is kiosk ordering.
Right.
How are you going to incorporate kiosk ordering into your business?
That's a great question, and I'm so glad you asked because because actually Insect Moon is a kiosk.
Oh, it is a kiosk. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's multiple kiosks throughout. I think so. According to Mitch,
Industry expert.
12-year-old
The
Mitch.
12-year-old.
he thinks that the there's like a little there's like a playground and then a train and then there's like a bunch of benches. And then there's like a bunch of benches outside the Hot Topic at Silver Surf Mall.
Okay.
So he really thinks that him and his friends tend to gather outside the Hot Topic at the Silver Surf Mall. And a really great place to put a web comic kiosk would be outside the Hot Topic.
Okay.
That's on brand with the creepy dolls.
Yeah. all
Yeah.
right.
He says, 100% of creepy doll collectors tend to take their sons to Hot Topic.
He's really done his research.
Truly.
All right.
Mitch's personal lived experience.
Thank you for your pitch.
Are the creepy doll collectors making webcomics about their creepy dolls, or are they reading webcomics to
My
realize
pitch
that?
is over, ma'am.
I need to know!
All right.
All right. Let's see what we
Oh
got.
my god. It was beautiful.
I don't know how I'm gonna top Grasshopper Moon.
Do it.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Oh, that's hard. I'm gonna regret that.
You have to be able to explain it, Nate.
Oh. Well, we took the other two. We might as well take that one.
Nate's reactions are contagious. Like,
Right?
I'm trying to keep it together over here, and I look across the table, and Nate's like,
As soon as you let out the first little of your laughter, I was gone. No
I
more.
love how you sounded like you were on the verge of crying
I
the whole time.
Okay.
I think I'm hilarious. Actually.
And so modest too.
So first of all, I need something squishy.
Play-Doh.
Squishmallow.
Okay. Okay. All right. So first and foremost, I'm from the highly respected, highly anticipated company, Play-Doh Circle.
Okay.
And we've noticed a need among particularly prison wardens.
Prison wardens?
Prison wardens. We've done our research, and about 9 out of every 10 of them say that it would really benefit them to have adult diapers while they're on shift. And so we have specially made adult diapers that they're connected to a hose while they're, wardening. And
Guarding?
yeah, you heard me. I've done my research.
Oh.
And yeah, they're connected to these specially made adult diapers that have hoses connected to them, so they never have to leave their post. It just, yeah, and it. I'm gonna get through this. This is great.
My best friend, everyone.
And you might ask, where did you come up with the name Play-Doh Circle?
I might
tell us.
indeed ask that.
Well, the receptacle where all of the, ends up is in itself a dome that is easily emptied. We just lift the lid. It's like taking off the lid of one of those trash cans. You just take it off. You take the bag out and you throw it away. I don't know how long your shifts are. But it looks like a little circle of Play-Doh. And so we were like, man, that's a good company name.
All right, then.
I'm really glad he didn't get gross with that.
That's why I said,
I meant with the name.
Now, as far as
Please do something good, Greg.
as far I like what you got going so far. My main question is as far as monetization. I know that one of the big things people are doing now are microservices. Is that something you'd be able to work into your product?
As a matter of fact, I'm so glad you brought that up. Woo! Because we actually have a subscription service based on tiers. The lowest tier, we also... The lowest tier, with every... I can't look at you, sir. The lowest tier we have, with their shipment of adult diapers every month, we also send them baby powder, because nobody likes to shave. The next tier
That's
up,
true.
in addition to the baby powder, they are also ventilated. Not only will the hose suck...
What is going
Not
on?
only will the diapers suck, out, but it'll also blow air in. And who doesn't want that? And at the highest tier, we will have a specially trained staffer just come and change the diapers while they're on shift.
Wow.
Yep.
What does this have to do with microservices?
Those, yeah, you can pay more a month. You can,
Oh,
you can
yeah.
adjust your tier.
Apparently, I had a different idea of what a microservice was.
Okay. I love all of these pitches. But I can only... I think we're all crying.
Yes.
I can only invest in one, and it's gotta be Grasshopper Moon.
Yeah.
Damn it, Mitch.
Boy.
12-year-old bitch. I'm just researching.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, man.
So keep the orange card as
Okay.
your point.
That was a beautiful experience.
I love this game. It's a little warm in here.
No, it's just you.
No, thank you.
Sometimes the English language fails us. I'm not saying words aren't important.
Words are hard.
Words are hard, and I'm saying that sometimes things get lost in translation, and the best thing we can do for our community and for our clients is noises. that's right, madam.
Okay.
Noises. That's why my company name is...
Please tell me about your company.
What does that say?
The sound a plague of locusts would make.
Okay.
Who?
So,
Oh God.
people hear that sound and they think to themselves, I have to look. It is a eye-grabbing company name. They hear it, they turn, they say, what is that? And we got the hook. Line, sinker, they're in. So, who are we selling to with noises? The obvious answer. Shoe collectors.
Okay.
Obviously.
Okay.
Now,
Alright, I'm with you so far.
shoe collectors are serious collectors. And
Yes.
they have lots of shoes and they buy all sorts of types.
Mm-hmm.
And but I want to narrow the field, okay? So we already got the locust thing going. Nature, shoes,
Okay.
shoes and nature,
Sandals.
shoes fake nature, artificial turf.
Okay. Alright.
Yes. So my company, it's really about the shoes on the artificial turf and how that makes your feet feel.
There's this really hot trend right now. And I'm interested to see how you would fit this into this hot trend right now.
Okay.
That hot trend is insight as a service.
Yes. That's a great question. I think that a lot of people have underestimated the power of artificial turf. And according to our research, we have spoken to several lawn owners, and one of them is 42-year-old Kennedy, who her husband is a turf expert, and they actually sodded their entire lawn with artificial turf.
Interesting.
Yeah, because they don't want to predict the weather. Do you want to predict the weather?
Not really.
Exactly. See, so we offer insight as a service in the fact that you don't have to think about it. It is already there in front of you. You don't even have to think.
You have a green lawn all year round.
All year
You
round.
don't have to water it.
No.
You don't have to. Okay, but to wrap things up,
Right.
I just have this burning question.
Sure.
How do you spell?
I
was hoping somebody would ask.
CSH, but like spread out, like.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
I don't like having to follow Molly. Really don't.
All right. How are you today?
I'm doing very well. I am on a mission.
I can tell.
We here at I Need a Body Part.
Elbow.
Elbow. We here at Elbow Landing are here to take care of people who hiccup uncontrollably. You know the people, the most annoying people. They even annoy themselves. And so our solution to people who hiccup uncontrollably, we sent out a survey to people who hiccup uncontrollably. Man, that's really hard to say repeatedly.
I applaud you for trying.
We sent out a survey to each of them, and 90% say the number one thing that would help them the most is if every time they hiccuped, they were shot by a paintball. So we have a special contraption, which I've actually brought with me today.
Oh.
that if you'll just
I appreciate props.
audience imagination that is set up next to the person and it reacts to sound. So specifically the frequency that gives shoots them right in the head.
Oh!
It will break the habit or it'll break their memory. Either way, it's a win.
All right, so one thing that we would really like to jump into as it's, you know, sort of this hot trend is the hot trend of continuous delivery. And I would really love to hear your ideas on how we could make this.
Oh, I have ideas. So, continuous delivery. Yes, we have continuous delivery in two ways, actually. We have people that are specially trained to, they have consoles set up in their vans so that they can actually tell the paintball levels of each machine. And when they get low, they'll just show up. They won't even knock. You probably won't even remember you bought the thing because it shot you in the head so many times. And they will just come and refill it for you. Because after all of that onslaught of paintballs to your head, you're not going to remember to refill it. So they'll come do it for it. Also, in the same vein of continuous delivery, if you have a specially severe case of hiccuping uncontrollably, we do have a rapid fire feature on the guns. Where instead of 1 paintball, you receive 12.
All right, but
Results may vary.
All right, my last question for you though, because it's just burning inside of me.
Yep.
Is how did you come up with the name Elbow Landing?
Well, I asked the person sitting next to me, your assistant. Yep. We well.
So are you saying you came to this pitch without a name already picked out?
No. I was just seeing if you were paying attention. So we came to the idea of elbow landing because when we found that the threshold of paintballs to the head is about 45. Once you take 45 paintballs to the head, you got to take a breather and you have to land on your elbow. Elbow landing.
Interesting. That's actually not where I thought you were gonna go with that.
Me either.
All right, come on in. You know, make yourself comfortable.
Well, first I just want to say thank you so much for this opportunity.
Of course.
It really means a lot to me. And I really believe in this idea, and I hope you will too.
You have 45 seconds. Go.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Let me ask you, where did you grow up?
In a small town.
Okay. Now in a small town, let me back up. The name of my company, I should have led with that, is
Okay.
and in a small town, I'm sure there were people who were afraid of clowns.
Of course.
Now, what my my business venture idea here at is we take people who are afraid of clowns and we take them ghost hunting.
Okay.
We take their fear of clowns. We take and we have these set up holographic ghost clowns for them to shoot with lasers. Literal ghost hunting. And it conquers their fear of clowns.
I'm with you so far. But there's this hot trend happening lately. And, you know, it might not have reached any of the small towns yet, but this is really something we need to think about and get ahead of and on top of.
Sure.
So, how would you be able to incorporate social bots into this whole experience?
I'm glad you asked. That is totally part of what we do here at
All right.
keeps getting longer every time you say it.
So is it, or?
It's now, as you may or may not know, social bots are robots that are built to help people who have social anxiety. It's you know, they're like wingmans that go with them to parties and stuff like that. So we will have social bots specifically programmed to encourage the people who are afraid of clowns to shoot these ghost clowns with their laser guns.
Okay, so like they're going on a ghost hunt and their social bot is with them, and the social bot is like,
it's
get him!
Yeah, it's like motorsports. It's like right there, get him! He's, you know.
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
exactly.
All right, but I just have one burning question.
Sure.
How do you spell your company's name?
Oh, okay. It's spelled.
Very good. Very good.
On your business card, there's just a play button.
Yes.
All right.
It's like one of those greeting cards that you open and it plays a sound.
There you go.
We had some really good pitches today, but
But elbow landing. Paintballs to the head. Forget it or you'll stop hiccuping, but either way the problem's fixed.
You'll be concussed or you'll be hiccuping. Like, God damn it, you'll be better at paintball.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with Greg's.
First of all, I need a random word.
Skerfuffle.
You're not allowed to pick. You're the investor.
Oh yeah, skerfuffle. Thank you, peanut gallery. Okay.
It's either gonna be Bailey saying it or me.
Or me.
All right. All right. First of all, I am from the company of Skerfuffle Chat. We here at Skerfuffle Chat.
I feel like this could actually be a
real name.
a real name.
Yeah, we here at Skerfuffle Chat are here to support one group of people, and that group of people is people with short fingers. Having short fingers is not okay in the 21st century. You can't reach all the buttons to type back to your friends, and so we would like to help them with the very hard task in their life, that is survival. How do we do that, you may ask? Well, we have special sunglasses that they put on, and you actually just look at the letters to type them. Because they have short fingers, they can't reach all the letters. So we gotta make it easier for them. And in between every letter, you have to blink. So you look at the letter, blink. But yes, we help them survive. That was my worst one, man. I wonder what monkey wrench we're gonna get thrown into this masterpiece.
Cool. So, this is all very interesting. I won't lie to you. I'm very into Skerfuffle Chat. I'm gonna be straight up.
Yeah. Here to support the people with short fingers.
And while I think the blinking is very interesting, it could be a Morse code thing, it could be the look and like whatever, I think that's great. I'm really curious about voice-driven technology in Tier.
Interesting you should bring that up. Voice-driven technology. Well, not only do we have the specially made sunglasses, but we also have a device that you plug into your car. And so while you're sitting there in the driver's seat, because nobody likes to text and drive, while you're sitting there in the driver's seat looking at every letter and not the road, you can just tell your car, go straight.
So it doesn't help you text, it helps you drive.
It helps you drive.
Excellent.
So you can text. That is an add-on that people can pay for if they think that that's something that they need.
Mm.
You need it. Don't text and drive. Yeah, that is how we've covered that base.
Excellent.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like that card saved you
That's made it so much better. That monkey wrench was from heaven.
All right. Thank you for allowing me to pitch my product. My company name is Dive Desk, and what Dive Desk does is we help a specific group of people, specifically train enthusiasts. And you may be wondering, why is it called Dive Desk? How does that pertain to? Well, Dive is actually an acronym. It stands for Diverse Industrial Vehicle Explanation. And Dive Desk is to help train enthusiasts in because they're so involved in their enthusiasm for trains. It's hard for them to do anything that isn't trains. So what we do is we put giant LED screens on the sides of trains, but only on Sundays, because this is specifically for train enthusiasts who can't get to church. So it's a televangelism train combination. And so Dive Desk is there to help train enthusiasts when they're out with their binoculars spotting trains, like bird watchers do, kind of. But they can also get their church in while they're doing it. They don't have to split their time.
But I'm curious how data science plays into all this.
Data science. Simple. The desk part of Dive Desk stands for data for every science kids. So, Dive Desk is it's not only targeted at train enthusiasts. A lot of train enthusiasts are young children. We're all familiar with the sight of a little choo-choo train going around a Christmas tree, or little kids going up into Grandpa's workshop where he's set up his model trains that he's going to pass down one day. And so Dive Desk is focused on the data science of how best to transmit the televangelism to these child train enthusiasts.
Yes.
Ta-da!
That one was a journey.
With lots of acronyms.
Yeah.
All right, so I really think I'm onto something here. Okay. I'm really excited to tell you about this. So I'm from this company called Syrup Karma. And like I said, we all know those people. Those people. And you're gonna know exactly the people I'm talking about, because it's the people who get axe haircuts. And people who get their hair cut with axes.
Those people.
Most of those people, though, are also, they use the Axe body spray. So, it's also they just really love the whole Axe vibe. Right. But those people who get Axe haircuts, we help them with our service in Syrup Karma with life coaching and just and just helping them get their life on track. And
what are they doing cutting their hair with an axe?
Especially because one time is cool. But I feel like if you do it more than once, the ends of your hair get really split and stuff, and it can't be healthy for your hair. It's not healthy for your hair. Surprise, it's not. Because like 80% of hair stylists they can tell whenever someone who has an axe haircut comes in to get their hair dyed, or, you know, and even when they recommend, hey, you should probably not keep doing this, most of the time they don't listen. So we here at Syrup Karma are helping bring the good karma to you through life coaching and helping you be the best that you can be and get your life on track and getting healthy haircuts.
But I'm curious about industrial IoT, the Internet of Things.
Okay.
And how that plays into this life coaching business.
Okay, so you know how like the whole axe haircut thing really took off because of social media and videos being posted of people getting axe haircuts. And so we take those people and those followers and we help bring them into Syrup Karma using the same internet platforms and showing, hey, yes, this is an axe haircut, but Syrup Karma is here for you. And we turn it into an entire internet campaign, which would sell really great with the millennials and the Gen Z, Gen X, Gen Z, Z, the Zoomers.
Guys, there's been so many great pitches here today. I have to go with Syrup Karma.
Yes!
Oh.
It's primarily because I felt like I don't know. I felt like there was just this like, these people need to get their life turned around.
There's a real need there.
There's a real need here.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Dance for me, monkeys.
All right. Am I up first? I guess I'm
Yes.
up first. All right. I come to you today
Oh.
from the company Rhombus Bucket.
Yes, I think I've heard of you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Now, you may have heard the name Rhombus Bucket. It's very common, been all over the web, all over social media. But the question I get asked the most is, who is Rhombus Bucket for? And I'll tell you, vegans.
Okay.
Now, what is Rhombus Bucket? What do we do for vegans? These are all great questions, and I'm glad you asked them. I'm going to answer them for you. We are introducing vegans into the world of timber. Now, what is timber, you may ask? I'm glad you did. Timber is a new social media dating app for vegans.
Okay. Little close on the name, but I'm with you still.
We wanted to capitalize on you know, the zeitgeist. Now, as we all know, vegans don't get any protein because they eat the wrong food.
Yes. Absolutely.
So it's very hard for them to be out and social for long periods of time. So how are they going to meet other vegans, other people who are also not out and being social because they have no energy, because they don't eat protein, because they only eat beans? We've developed this social dating app, and that way they can browse the profiles of other vegans, and we also, the entire society of the world benefits from this because it keeps the vegans collected to themselves.
Oh, okay.
And away from normal people.
Okay. So not only is it for them to meet and make relationships with each other, but it's also to remove them from the rest of civilization.
Exactly.
Got it. Okay.
I'm glad you picked up on that.
I do have one question. How did you come to the name Timber as your apt title?
That is a good question. Vegans love plants.
Mm-hmm.
Trees are a plant. Timber.
I should have come to that conclusion myself. I don't even know why I asked. But one of the top trends right now is regulatory challenges. How will your company combat or incorporate regulatory challenges?
That's a great question. I'm so glad you asked.
Mm-hmm.
As we all know, regulatory challenges are one of the complications that everybody faces in their daily life.
Mm-hmm.
Part of Timber is as the vegans meet each other through this the online social dating platform, they are able to trade notes and test answers and all sorts of things for these regulatory challenges that they're having to go through on a daily basis.
Okay.
So it's not only for them to meet and mingle, but also for them to be able to get by in a society that hates them.
I love it. Also, I think it's important to say that we support every group of people
Yes.
here.
We don't actually
This
hate
is all
vegans.
improv comedy.
Disclaimer. All right, I need a noun.
Banana.
My head immediately stopped. I was like, what's it now?
What the fuck is it now?
So,
Brenda, send in my 4 o'clock.
all right.
Hello.
Hello. I am here representing my company. Ask for a noun. Replace all of the vowels with you.
Banunu. Yes.
Banunu. And we here at Banunu are
That's gonna be a problem.
are really trying to help the social issue that is grandmas who hate dogs.
Yes, that is a growing issue in America.
And because of this social issue, like, how can you hate dogs? I mean, they're just so cute.
It's real simple. Sorry, that was a little personal.
Sorry, that was my assistant. He just walked by my door.
Hi, I'm Brenda.
I was about to say, I
Go
was
to
like,
lunch, Brenda.
go to lunch at 4 o'clock? What kind of boss are you?
Look, I run a tight ship here. I told you don't give me any sort of authority.
So, one way we can help cure these grandmothers who hate dogs and also help them gain a companion, whether temporary or permanent through the remainder of their lives, because you always need a companion to get you through, is we start a pet care facility where we have these grandmas come in a couple times a week and just sit with the dogs and play with them and just familiarize themselves with these animals that are actually really adorable and really cute and just want to be loved, like everyone does. Dogs do, people do.
That is interesting.
Imagine the commercials of grandmas with cute dogs. Imagine.
I asked you a random question that didn't pertain to any of the cards, so I guess I'll ask you a random question.
If you wish.
How do you... So it's for grandmas that hate dogs.
Yeah.
Why would they come in and spend time with dogs if they hate dogs?
Well, because, if they hate dogs, that means that they probably have a cat. And unfortunately, most cats, they when you have such negativity like that in a space, then it just festers and it grows. Whereas dogs bring in very positive vibes and they really keep you on your toes and keep you vibrant and alive.
Okay. Now, one of the hottest trends right now is flexible consumption. How does your pet care facility account for flexible consumption?
Well, I'm so glad you asked. Because through the pet care facility, we actually would be starting a foster program. And so these grandmas, if they really start becoming attached to one of the dogs and really like bonding with it, then they can take it home with them and have a live-in companion through this dog. And in doing so, one of the things our facility would do is overcome the financial burden of having to buy dog food and stuff for this animal. And so we would put them on a flexible consumption program that provided the dog food and anything the dog might need.
Man, I was really wondering how you were gonna arrive at that station.
Are you proud of me?
I'm so proud.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
The end.
Do you ever wear accessories?
All the time.
All the time.
All the time.
What's your favorite accessory?
Bracelets.
Bracelets. Really? I love bracelets too. What if I came to you and I said, I got a new accessory for you? Something you've never seen. Something that I think is bracelet adjacent that you'll really love.
You have my attention.
Alright. My company is called Puffy Scarf. And really, you know, it sounds like it speaks to everybody, but I got a target, right? I'm diving in to the people who need accessories the most. They need help. They need to be accessorized, and to be a looker, they need to be sharp, because they are out there, putting themselves out there every single day, looking for that special someone. Bachelors. Now.
All right.
Now. 70%. 70% of single women said men are more attractive in a scarf. Did you know this?
I did not know this.
I had no idea. I thought scarves were obsolete. I thought they were out. No.
To see the
More
documentation.
attractive in a scarf. 70% of the women in the town I live in, on the street I live down, that I could find on this particular day, said scarves were more attractive on men. Okay. The puffy scarf is for flair.
Oh, okay.
For flair. Also, I think men are, bachelors need something to set them out, set them apart.
Puffy scarves. Makes perfect sense.
Okay. The one thing the Bachelor does not have enough of is attention.
Yep.
There's a whole TV show. But what is that TV show about? The Bachelor? No. It's about the women. Okay? So what am I targeting here with Puffy Scarf and Bachelors? Television. I think we need more Bachelors on television, and I think they need to be accessorized, and I think women need to see who is out there for them, because what is there not enough of right now? Shows about people looking for love. God damn it.
Okay, so I like the pitch so far, but one of the trends one of the trends right now is actually cracker attacks. How can that be incorporated into this pitch?
Oh, so sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. First of all, it's so important to define what a cracker attack is. I think plaguing the world today, something similar, something called a fat attack. And it's when you have a craving for food that you cannot control, and it's where you go into your kitchen and eat everything in it.
That's what our analyst meant by cracker attack. That makes so much more sense.
But a cracker attack, while similar, is a craving for crackers. Ritz, Clubhouse, Wheat Thin, Triscuit. Whatever you can find in your pantry is a cracker attack. And these bachelors, the problem is they're staying at home. They're not getting the attention on them that they deserve, and they're sad. And they have cracker attacks. And the research has shown that 60%, I would say, of my research has shown that 60% of bachelors face cracker attacks on a weekly basis. My very friend Bailey was talking to me today about snacks that he consumes. Now he doesn't even buy the good snacks. He buys crackers.
Okay. I feel like this is
More
not
too far from the truth.
But I love that you didn't put an adjective in there. You just said my very friend Bailey.
I am very friend. Okay. So now that we've defined what a cracker attack is, how can we incorporate this into your pitch?
Right.
The attractiveness of the puppy scarves.
So,
To have the scarf wrapped around enough. Crackers.
well, I'm thinking, accessories really help forgive certain things, right? So like if you're eating a cracker and you get crumbs on it, you just adjust your scarf, those crumbs are gone.
I never thought of this.
I mean, the puffy scarf is so forgiving of cracker attacks, and I just don't, quite frankly, Nate, I don't even see this playing into my research. The puffy scarf is foolproof against cracker attacks.
So to be clear, you can or cannot incorporate cracker attacks into getting
Listen.
bachelors on television.
Listen, Nate.
I didn't know we were on a first name basis. This is the first time I've ever met you. Already calling me by my first name.
She did a research.
She Googled me.
If we bring awareness to cracker attacks on television about what's happening in the bachelor community, and we introduce this puffy scarf, cracker attacks in the next month could be totally obsolete.
That is really quick. That is a very fleeting trend. I love it.
It's true. Solving the world's problems, one puffy scarf at a time.
Let's be real. Speaking as a woman, if a bachelor has a puffy scarf, that's all he needs, because you're gonna puffy scarf, and then you're gonna want to feel the puffy scarf and stay close to the puppy
And
scarf.
all of a sudden you're touching each
She
other.
came with her own pitch today. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Your pitch was over.
Closed. Case closed.
Brenda,
Adjourned.
get these people out of my office. They won't leave.
All right.
And I gotta reacquaint myself with
Banunu.
Right, yeah, dating app for
Wrong.
vegans.
Banunu.
Banunu. What were you? Oh yeah, pet care for grandmas that hate dogs, and then bachelors on TV. Oh boy, they're all so good.
Remember who drove you here? Remember who you live with?
Man,
Remember who signs your paychecks? If you're...
Molly, do you have any threats to bring to the table?
I sign you work for the week.
That's
And-
true. Man, getting more bachelors on television sounds really good. I'm gonna go with that one.
Anyways, that was really fun.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm definitely gonna get this game to add to our game closet.
Yeah.
My abs hurt.
If you've got a group of friends that are good at short form, ridiculous improv. This is the game for you. Normally we'd go around twice. We didn't quite have the time for that, but yeah.
Thanks, guys, for tuning in.
Thank you.
Check out Silicon Valley startups at your friendly local neighborhood game store.
Support them before you support big companies.
But if you don't have one, there's an Amazon link in the description where you can buy this game.
Like, subscribe, leave comments.
Smash that bell.
Yeah.
Break it like the Liberty Bell. For freedom from crappy content.
And we'll see you next time.